This, we're back with the dulls. Something's not right, man. Something's not right, because, like, look at this. She fell, bro. This is like death becomes her. She fell and it's Halloween. What on earth am I looking at? That's, oh, you know what this, I want to say this is nothing but trouble. That's a crazy looking cake, man. Glenn, that might not be Glenn Close. This is a movie, this looks like White Noise, except it looks like it's filmed in the real 1980s. Fried green tomatoes? Any chance you're fried green tomatoes? Or steel magnolias? That's Julia Roberts, bro. This might be, oh, I see Dolly Parton as well. Confirmed, steel magnolias. Steel magnolias, fried green tomatoes. There's one more. There's like 5 movies that are exactly the same movie in my head. Steel magnolias, fried green tomatoes, and Mystic Pizza are like the same movie in my head. Yeah, you're right. It's Mystic Pizza. I've never seen this. Look what they took from us. Return to trad X accounts that are still on the website. Be like, here's a still from a movie. Look what they took from us. Anyway, okay, we're moving on here. That was, I'm surprised we got it, to be honest. "2018, ESPN and Adam Schefter shared a story on this AFC team that was interested in interviewing Condoleezza Rice for a head coaching job. In the AFC, huh? I don't know, man. Houston Texans? Just took a guess on it. This center came off the bench for the Warriors' 2015 title win and took the last shot during their Game 7 loss of the 2016 finals. It's a tall guy. His name is it possible that he might be Canadian? There's a famous-ish Canadian center, I think. I don't know who it is. I want to say his name was Kevin something. Turns out there's a lot of Kevins involved here. Am I insane? The only other one I could think of is Andre Iguodala. No. Who am I thinking of? Not Kevin Durant. I was thinking of Kevin Love. Any chance it is Kevin Love? Is Kevin Love the right answer there? He's from Oregon. It's Kevon Looney? Well, that's just happenstance, honestly. Brett Butler led the National League in walks, runs, and getting caught stolen while playing for this National League West team in 1991. Brett Butler? How about the Padres, man? I don't know. They didn't need that. They had Tony Gwynn. This French novelist and playwright wrote The Three Musketeers. That's Alexander Dumas. Finally, a real question. Kiefer Sutherland, Annette Bening? Or Diane Keaton? I think it's Annette Bening. Oh! It's Diane Keaton, man. The Great Wall of Chocolate is a dessert item served by the sit-down chain restaurant, P.F. Chang's. Just made sense. Comedy Central sketch show. Comedy Central sketch comedy show with a Latino stand-up comedian in the lead role. Mind of Mencia. Unfortunately. Zac Efron in a supernatural drama. I don't know, man. 2010 supernatural drama. Supernatural drama. A promise he made to his deceased brother and pursuing the girl he loves. I am number 4. I have no idea what this one is. I'll just level with you. Mama Said, Fulfill the Prophecy. This song, unfortunately, is called High Hopes. We get those. T Me. And I don't think it's 17 again. That's not a drama. That's a comedy, right? That's Charlie St. Cloud, bro. Told ya. High hopes. Why am I looking at the ones I got right? It is Diane Keaton, Maurizi Spates, the Dodgers, and the Browns. There you go. Connections. Play. Convention. Interesting. Things we used to travel to. Editor. An editor, a news hound, a photographer, a reporter. A reporter, a news hound, a columnist. Photographer. Interesting. Interesting. Let me think about this for a second. Regular, routine, common, standard. Day to day. Snickerdoodle. It's a kind of cookie flavored with cinnamon. Drawback. News hound, shadow by. I mean, these are like all compound words. Things behind bars. It was like a slang for swindle. This is tough, man. Swindle. An editor, a photographer, a reporter, and a columnist. This is elements of a newspaper that are not slang. Newspaper jobs. And then shadow boxer, news hound, trendsetter, and snickerdoodle strike me as compound words. Endings with kinds of dogs. No, man. Swindle, convention, drawback, criminal. I actually just have no idea what con might mean. Ah, that's clever. That's clever, man. We get there today. A little bit of luck. You know what? You got to be good to be lucky. Oh, for heaven's sake. Ending for cinna, plex, pelvic bone, pubis, groin. This will not stand. Excited cry from a kid on the slide. Whee! What a ballerina might do with one toe. Spin. Permit. Allow. Richards of the Rolling Stones. Keith. Radiate. Exude. Stooge with a bowl cut. Mo. That was a tough one today, too. Not this will not do. This will not do. That's not what exude means? Yeah, no, it is. To radiate energy. That is what it means. You're going to have to go to thesaurus.com. I feel like dictionary.com is not going to serve you well. You appear to be mistaken. No disrespect, but you came in here, you had the burden of proof on yourself, and you failed the QTE. You got to go back to thesaurus school. Star-sliced jalapeno nacho rings, 100 ounces. Why are pickled jalapenos so much spicier than regular jalapenos? Like 100 ounces. Isn't this like 6 pounds of jalapenos? There's no shot this is like under $9.99. What? Even just the plastic jug, man, must be more than $5.9. What? They're paying you to eat it? $4.49? That's crazy. I mean, I don't really want them because I just don't have that much use for. Maybe they're not pickled, but I don't have that much use for like jalapenos in brine. It's only 100 ounces? Isn't 100 ounces like 7 pounds or something? That's a lot, man. It's like the biggest number of foods you could get at a store. Shit is like 70 cents a pound. That's crazy. It's a stock box for a concession stand. I think that's bait. That's bait from someone who thinks the imperial system is better than the metric system because they grew up with it. Cuba? Impressive. Everything you just said was wrong. Djibouti? Turkey? Pakistan? Laos? Ooh, we're mighty close to Laos. Malaysia? Oh, Singapore? Singapore's colder. Indonesia? The mystery country is Indonesia. Every day it's Indonesia. Every day, every game, every doll is Indonesia. It's the Indonesian century, man. At least in like browser games. It's the best day of my life. This is Norway, bro. Best day of my life. Best day of my life. It's the 5th most populous country on Earth. Okay. It's the most common country to have questions about in the dulls. So how do you reconcile that? How come we're getting 17 times more Indonesia than China, or India for that matter? Con, looking into this? January 11th, 2002. I was in, it was the second semester of 8th grade, bro. New Line Cinema had just come out with the... Wait a second. Yeah, no, this is the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. What? Is it Fellowship? And maybe I'm off by a year? It is Fellowship. Okay. Famous New Line Cinema joint. The most second famous New Line Cinema joint after Austin Powers. Universal also had a picture with some great legs. This is A Beautiful Mind. Oscar nominations had just come out. Paramount Pictures opened with 15 million, starring Colin Hanks. This is a little movie called Orange County. Orange County. Warner Brothers in week 6, Great Legs on a blockbuster starring George Clooney. You gotta try Ocean's 11 on that one, no doubt about it. And then Touchstone Pictures, 29 million, Great Legs in week 5. Starring Gene Hackman, 2002. Maybe a little movie called Behind Enemy Lines? It's a comedy Oh, it's Heartbreakers. Heartbreakers with Sigourney Weaver. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Comedy? No? Oh, it's the Royal Tenenbaums. Gene was cooking in 01, man. Gene was doing some work in 01. That's crazy. It is kind of insane that in 1 week at the multiplex, in fact, actually, like, if you go back a month, Lord of the Rings 1, A Beautiful Mind, Ocean's 11, and Royal Tenenbaums, that was your choice at the multiplex that weekend. Insane, dude. That's insane. That's a beautiful period, honestly. Christmas 01 was a vibe, no doubt about that. Favorite Wes Anderson? It's got to be Grand Budapest for me, but I've still got a lot to see. Crazy Lord of the Rings was a January release. It wasn't. It was a December release. It's been in theaters for 4 weeks. I mean, in 02, they still did Fuck You, It's January. There's like, Red Letter Media did not invent it. Why does cinema suck now? I don't know. Guy who like barely leaves his house. I don't know. Guy who barely leaves his house. It's because movie budgets have ballooned so much that they only want to do sure things such as franchises and sequels. I read it somewhere from someone who read it from somewhere. So it was 17 different layers. That, yeah, they don't want to take risks, man. Guy who hasn't seen Mission Impossible. To be honest with you, I like the Mission Impossible franchise, but I think they jumped the shark after Fallout. And the reason I think that is because the marketing stopped being like, go see this movie, it's good. And all the marketing started to be like, can you believe that Tom Cruise did his own? The stunts just get crazier and crazier. And I'm like, well, I don't really care, but is the movie still peak? Because Fallout was peak. And they're like, we're saving the movies. If you don't go see the new Mission Impossible in theaters, you were single-handedly killing cinema. Fallout, though, man. Fallout. That was a good one. You got to see the other ones, though. This is movie to movie. Do you hear me out there, man? Okay, something to Monica Bellucci. This is movie back to movie. We hear you loud and clear, man. What is Janice doing with Bobby Bacala? Can we talk about that for a second? Let me think about this for a minute. Chat, be real with me. Richie Aprile? Can I get a check on this? Is this Richie Aprile? Confirmed Richie Aprile. Richie, you motherfucker, Richie. You motherfucker. That's pretty far out, man. Okay, so we're trying to get to Jim Caviezel or Monica Bellucci, man. I mean, there's links that are not making contact for me right now. Obviously, I know some of these actors. Like, De Niro gets you almost anywhere. What the hell is Jim Caviezel in that's not Passion of the Christ or Frequency or like the Angel Studios movies about how like atheists keep getting owned for not believing in God? I don't know. I got to think about that one. And then Monica Bellucci, she's in The Matrix. Easiest Matrix connection. She's in The Matrix 2. Easiest Matrix 2 connection is probably Lawrence Fishburne. No, wait, I got something. It's like Robert De Niro, The Intern. Was Anne Hathaway in the Ocean's 8? Yeah. Was Sandra Bullock in it too? She was. Who's in Speed with Keanu Reeves. Who's in The Matrix Reloaded with Monica Bellucci. Who's also in The Passion of the Christ. That's not so bad. That was a pretty good line to come up with. So much so that I don't even remember. Hey, we got the terminal links right too. I just never heard of this Ages of Love movie that seems to have stolen the poster from Kinds of Kindness. May even be Kinds of Kindness, like translated in French Canada or something. I have 103-degree fever for 3 months. Please help. I know you're not gonna like this. You got to go to the doctor. That's a very troubling symptom. 3 months of a fever. If you haven't seen a doctor, you got to get on that like 6 weeks ago. It's crazy how even with 103-degree fever for 3 months, like a full fiscal quarter, you're still out chatting like 90% of chat. Oh, it's a bit. Okay, it's a bit. Because I was worried that you were dead. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to make too many jokes about it, but I was like, you might be dead. It's not fair to the streamer to make the streamer be the guy who has to tell you that your time's limited. But it's great news that wasn't a real story, though. Well, that was movie to movie. Can you hear me out there, man? Can we talk about something, though? This is why I can't play too much Mario Kart and Night Rain, because I don't get time to get the intrusive thoughts out of my head. It's fucked up that if you ever Google a symptom, like 100%, it just says go to the hospital. Like, I understand liability, don't get me wrong, but like, that's not helpful. They have to invent like a better test for like chest pain. Because if you went to the hospital every time you had a 1 out of 10 chest pain, you'd never get anything done. You'd be in the hospital like at least once every 2 months or something like that. But if you ever Google like mild chest pain, Google takes away your search bar and goes, immediately get to a hospital right now. There's gotta be a better way, man. Sometimes you just ate too much, or you like strained a muscle or something like that, or maybe you punctured your lung, man. It's like the kind of thing you can just tank at home. I'm a nurse and work the cardiac unit. Most of the time it's heartburn. I hear you, but they got us in a stranglehold. Like, my wife had a little bit of chest pain, and she was like, I don't really want to go to the hospital. And I was running the Daniel Kahneman calculus in my head. I was like, we got to go to the ER. Because if you die to like a heart attack, and we were just like, it's probably no big deal. I mean, I got to live with that for the rest of my life. So we went to the hospital, and they gave her all sorts of tests. And then the doctor was like, well, actually, it turns out there's nothing wrong with you. And we were like, okay, well, I guess we'll just go home then. What are we doing here in the first place? Obviously, there's something wrong with her. Her chest hurts. But like, you can't find anything. So you gotta get better instruments or something, man. Sometimes your body does just make pain, I guess. I don't even know what this could be. This looks like, I don't know, maybe this is like Prince of Persia, the good Prince of Persia game. It's got a Metacritic score of 88. It looks like a side scroller. Could this be like Teamfight Tactics? No, that sounds crazy. It's a GameCube game. Are you like Beautiful Joe? That's Mario, man. This is like Paper Mario. The 1,000-Year Door. There you go. Oh my God, he doesn't know it. Yeah, I was too busy like pretending to be cool in high school, bro. I wasn't playing Paper Mario. My aura would have never recovered if somebody saw me bring in this fuck-ass case to school. I was playing World Series Baseball 2003. You were 7 years old. You weren't operating under the same constraints that I was. I was trying to prove that I was a man. Was I a man? No, I was 14. When you're 14, you're like, I'm a man. That's how it goes. Now we got 28-year-olds that are like, I'm just a little boy. I got to return a phone call today. I'm just a little boy. Oh, poor me. Oh, me. Oh, my parents brought me into this world and now I have to pay income tax. I'm just a small little baby. We fucked up society, man. I don't know how it happened. We're all complicit in our own way. Oh, once every 3 months I have to fill out a PDF. Oh. That's me. That's me like 10 years ago at least. Anyway, what do we... Guess the game. Go to Gamedle here. This is Mario Kart, bro. I'll tell you that 100%. I say it's Mario Kart World. Cool. Sure, I mean, it's a big day for a lot of people. That's like a Dragon's Lair, man. That's got Don Bluth's DNA all over it. That's the easiest one of my life. This game had so much aura as a kid, dude. Then you find out, like, Dragon's Lair is literally, like, 16 minutes long or something like that. I remember my uncle lent me his Dragon's Lair CD-ROM, and, like, getting to a new area, a new screen in Dragon's Lair is, like, I don't even know how to describe how much pressure you feel. When you've done, like, all of the screens, like, 15 times, and then you get to, like, the cylinder, like the luge track with the billiard balls, and you're like, this is too much pressure, man. It's too much pressure. The art was crazy, though. Maybe we could just take a peek here for a second. Oh, the whole game's 12 minutes long. I must have played it for like 25 hours as a kid. Watch out, man, the tentacle! Yeah, you gotta swing your sword. And then you gotta choose wisely. Literally, you would put in $1 and then be like, I guess I'll go to the door on the left. Oops, I'm dead. Okay, to be honest, it actually looks like total shit now. But like in 1997 on CD-ROM, this was a different sort of era, man. This was a different world. I shouldn't have watched the video. After watching the video, I was like, it's lost all of its aura. It's actually trash. I should have left the memories alone in my head, man. I ruined it. It's like when you listen to Hero by Chad Kroeger featuring Josie Scott as an adult. She was a baddie. Daphne was a baddie. Don Bluth was kind of like, he was horned up, man. Nothing wrong with that, I think. As long as he was like wholesome chungus about it or whatever. City of Heroes? Nah, no such luck. Don't say wholesome chungus. I learned it from you. A PC game from later than 2004? Yeah. Europa Universalis 4. It is isometric, man. From later than 2013. And it may be a strategy game. How about XCOM 2? Great game. It's not XCOM 2, but Firaxis is involved. Civilization... What are we on now? Not Civ 7, bro. Might be Civ 6. Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Sid Meier's Civilization 5? Wait, no, because it's not 4X. The Sims 3? The Sims 4? The Sims 4? That's... Why the hell was I getting Firaxis and Maxis confused? The hell else this? This should be easy, man. It's not going to be Civilization Beyond Earth. That was like 2014, 2015. And it's not a 4X game. We have no idea of the themes. It is a simulator is involved. 2K or Firaxis is involved. And it's isometric bird view. Can I get some support on this one? Visual concepts. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake? Visual concepts. 2K Games visual concept. Let me try something here. I just want to see, like, we played City of Heroes, Company of Heroes. I just want to try to get some themes, if possible. It's not war. I feel like I'm probably going to crash out on this one. So on the PC, Visual Concepts 2K Games 2017 to 2024. Is this like NBA 2K20? Correct franchise in Saga, but from... Right. 20... Why does it say 2017 to 2024 if we know it's later than 2019? Am I stupid? NBA 2K 24. NBA 2K 25. I never really considered that this is isometric, but I guess it is isometric. Well, kind of. It's not really bird view either. It has sports camera. I'm not mad. Don't let them print in the paper that I'm mad, but does have Larry Bird. That's true. Sports. Na-na-na. You know what I'm talking about? Sports. Na-na-na-na. Now we're talking, bro. I'm talking about Perry Grip. Wiener dog, how did you get so long? Yeah. Now we know what you're talking about. Tampa Bay Lightning, 50-plus goals scored in their entire career. That's just absurd, man. That's crazy that you would even suggest something like that. Like, let's go way, way back here. How about, like, Brian Boyle? 0.8%. There's like a million people that qualify there. 300-plus assists in their career. I'm feeling like fellas might be sleeping on Dave Anderchuk, man. 8%! There's like 100 players that qualify for this, bro. Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's go way, way back. Guy who retired 3 years ago. Buddy, the Tampa Bay Lightning have only existed since like 1992, okay? We're not going back too far. Let's put it that way. Tampa Bay Lightning, 5-plus goals in a single playoffs. We'll go Tyler Johnson on that one. A lot of people forget he was the GOAT for a while. I don't know why Why is he framed vertically like a dad bod veteran in a Big Howell Dottie stream? I don't really get it, but that's okay. Fedotenko would have been a great guess. Ruslan Fedotenko, I actually forgot that he existed until now. Okay. Detroit Red Wings, 50 goals plus scored in his career. Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be Sid Abel. 1936 to 1954, bro. 300 assists in his career. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, there's about, again, a million guesses here. We should take someone who was, like, on the team. I'm thinking, like, Brian Rafalski. Kind of like a stealth guess. And then Detroit Red Wings, 5-plus goals in a single playoff. Do you think Darren McCarty ever got there? He was clutch sometimes. Never mind. How about Larry Murphy, man? I mean, I'm just trying to snipe like low percentage answers. It's kind of a weak guess, honestly. You want something easier? Let me think about this. Something not like, you don't want to go Fedorov. You don't want to go Marian Hossa or something like that. You don't want to go Shanahan or Yzerman. Who you got in here? Brett Hull maybe 1 year? Yeah, that sounds right. We went, Red Wings. We went. Darren Helm would have been a good guess. Or maybe even Daniel Cleary or something. Okay, Pittsburgh Penguins, 50 goals scored in his career. We're going to go Rico Fetta. No, we're going to keep going on this one. Excuse me. Rico Fata doesn't have... Can I get a check on this? Can I get a check on career goals for Rico Fata? He was ass? Yeah, but he played for 9 years. He's got to get like 6 goals a year, man. The Penguins were ass his entire career. 27, he is ass. Holy fuck. He really was ass. Good God. I knew he was ass, but I didn't know he was that ass. Trying to think. We're going a little bit out of pocket here. On the Pittsburgh Penguins from back in the day. Marcel Dion. He never played for them. I was Gilbert Dion. Oh, I'm crashing out. Nah, I'm chill. How about Larry Murphy, man? He's been doing some stuff. What a photo, man. Val Kilmer Pennywise be like, whatever. 300 plus assists in his career. There's a lot of options for this one. Can I hit you with something crazy? What about Marc-Andre Fleury? I guess that would be insane. That would be like... Goalies don't get that many assists. That would be like, what, 15 points a year for his whole career? Can I get a check? Can I get a check on Marc-Andre Fleury's career points? He has 22 total. Okay, so we were off by a little bit. He's getting like 1 assist a year. Oh, shit, that's funny. Oh, you know what? Give me like Mark Recchi. He played for them for a bit. 5+ goals in a single playoffs. Let's take a classic one. Maybe like Ron Francis. At least pulls you back a little bit. I knew we could fill it out today. Pascal Dupois, who's actually Pascal Dupuis. You're right. That would be a good one. Matt Damon, Greta Gerwig, and Morgan Freeman. Matt Damon, 80% plus Rotten Tomatoes critics score. Title starts with I to P, ignore articles. Released from 05 to 2025. I'm like a big Adjustment Bureau guy for that one. And then I to P, I mean, Interstellar, The Informants, Mystic Pizza. That's crazy. That's a great pull. That we brought Cine to Nerdle Battles in the movie grid. And then 80% plus Rotten Tomatoes score. Honestly, dude, no, I do this every time. The Last Duel is sitting at like a 79, right? It's like criminally, slightly underrated. I mean, Oceans is going to be up there. There's a lot of Good Will Hunting is going to be up there. You want to get something a little sneaky, something that people wouldn't necessarily expect or think of when they think of Matthew Damon. But I'm guessing Eurotrip is not going to be up there. Screw it, man. I'll hit you with Ocean's 11. People might forget he's in it. It's a decent percent. I can live with that. Last Duel's at 85. We take those, man. It should be at 105, but downsizing, if downsizing is 80% plus on Rotten Tomatoes, then the website is now useless. Greta Gerwig, this is one. It's going to be Lady Bird or Little Women, 05 2025. Okay. 05 to 2025, we go Greenberg. No, we go White Noise. You think Greenberg's 80% plus? I think this one is more likely to be Little Women seems slightly more glazed. I think Little Women is still going to be higher. Greenberg strikes me as a movie that could easily be in the 70s, man. That's a risk for a fellow like me. 05 to 2025, Morgan Freeman. Let me get Wanted on that one. Morgan Freeman, 80% plus on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's go with Driving Miss Daisy instead of Shawshank Redemption. And then I to P, Morgan Freeman. LMNOP, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Lucy. The movie is called Lucy. I'm home. And then we take a stab on Greenberg, man. I feel like it's a guaranteed like 76 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, can I get an RT check on Greenberg, please? 76% exactly. Should have trusted my instincts, man. It feels like I've seen it 2 times. It feels like a 76. We would have instead put Francis Ha. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what we got here. I knew Little Women would clear Lady Bird, though. Now You See Me. Morgan Freeman's in that? Evan Almighty? I know that everyone who played Evan Almighty is like, no one else is going to play this. You reap what you sow, buddy. The Majestic. Forgot Matt Damon's in The Majestic. Probably because I watched it once and went, I don't need to see this garbage again. Spell check. Verifying that you are not a robot. You have checked the box that says I am not a robot.
Groove. A noun meaning a long, narrow channel or...
Smooth McGroove's still rocking? Or did they stop making 8-bit songs for him to riff on? He uploaded last week.
Anime. A noun meaning a style of animation or... Cloying. A adjective. Shake. A
he
verb
should
meaning...
do Balatro. You're real for that one.
Vital. A adjective meaning... Sculpture. A noun meaning the action or art...
The Friday spell check tends to be a little on the easier side.
Surmountable. A verb meaning to prevail...
That'd be a great name if you were like a horny knight.
Rookie. A noun meaning... Veritable. A adjective...
I don't know what it means, but I use it all the time.
Repudiate. a verb meaning to refuse to accept.
Repudiate. Okay, next.
Clematis, a noun meaning any of a genus, clematis, of vines or herbs of the buttercup family, often having 3 leaflets on each leaf and usually white, red, pink, or purple flowers. Clematis comes from Greek clematis, meaning twig, first Latinized, then used in New Latin. Clematis, a noun meaning any of a genus, clematis.
Fuck. Probably with a U. Clematis. Clematis.
Carrion, a noun meaning dead. Pillage, a noun meaning
It's
the
video game words, man.
oxyacetylene, a adjective meaning of relating to. Quantum, a noun meaning.
They're video game words. I was one letter off, but my second best guess wouldn't have come to clematis. Gamer spell check? I mean, oxyacetylene is easy. It's one of those words that's like it sounds like it's hard to spell, but it's actually like the easiest word to spell. It's just made of like 4 easy words. Oxyacetylene. It's not hard. Second Y fucked me up. I guess I'm just a different kind of beast because I took like 11th grade chemistry or whatever. No disrespect. Now this looks fucking good, man. I'm not a burger guy, but I'm a patty melt Andy for sure. Something about, because they show restraint with the patty melts. The burgers are, the inflation of the burger is out of control. But the patty melts, they show a little bit of restraint. It's usually a little simpler, man. I have to assume that it's from the United States. It's the only place I've ever had one. Patty melt is delicious. Literally 11% virtue signalers. And I'm including vegetarians in here. If you are going to look at a photo of meat as a vegetarian and say yuck, I think you're virtue signaling. Look, imagine what it tastes like. Don't be like, if this was in front of me, would I eat it? I'm not asking you to go back on the central tenets of your personality. I'm just asking you to practice empathy and put yourself in the shoes of another person and imagine if this is tasty. Pretend it's tofu. Exactly, man. Lemongrass and pork wrapped in banana leaves. I mean, it could be Indonesia. I guess you gotta trust your instincts on that one. If not, maybe Thailand. Southeast of Thailand, I would think Malaysia then. North, okay, Vietnam. Correct. Wait, it pronounces it?
Tongmo. Tongmo. Tunglo emo. Tongmo. Nemchua.
What did you just fucking say to me, you fucker?
Tunglo emo. Tongmo. Nemchua.
I would yum that for sure. That being 1% below patty melt is insane. That looks great. A delightful pastry with choux pastry. It's got to be France, man. Warm? Perfect for satisfying any sweet tooth. To the east. Germany? Hock. Southeast of Germany. But it's still warm. Like Croatia? Hot. Southeast of Greece? Correct. Okay.
Cock. Caucasia. Caucasia.
Caucasia.
Caucasia.
Yum. It does look good. I'm not going to deny the 95 on that one. We beat the average. Caucasia. Caucasia. That's as far as we should have gone with technology, man. Default text to speech. Wake up, you beautiful badass. I don't respect that. I respect Caucasia. Everyone's told me Scrandle's a doozy today. Let's give it a try. My temptation is to not do it because everybody told me I had to do it. I'm gonna forego that instinct. This one seems easy enough for me, man. We go, I'm assuming that this is like 2025 price and this is like 2022 price because they're from the same place. We're going to say that most people would probably rather be back in 2022. All right, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Now, if I'm being real with you on this one, even though this is 15 cents cheaper, this looks like a much better red onion sandwich. I gotta go with that one. I'd pay the extra 15 cents for the upgrade. Sausage water or Bovril ice lolly. I would go with the Bovril ice lolly. I have to imagine it's a little bit messed up, but I'd give it a try, especially for free. Hot dog and prime or prime and a hot dog. This hot dog looks less bad than that hot dog. Yeah. These are easy, man. Meatball sandwich with a packet of crisps or meatball sandwich. We'll go with the one that's 1/3 the price. That's a given. Philly cheesesteak. But two of the worst, they're from the same place, man. Which Philly cheesesteak looks better? This Philly cheesesteak looks better. They both look bad. Can I just say that? I thought that one looked better. Cup of peas versus bowl of peas. I would rather have the bowl. Okay, apparently they prefer the cup. I didn't know, man. Mystery scran or meat unknown sandwich. So this one, I feel like you have to use your logic on this one. Mystery meat in the US, kind of scary, even though this does have mustard. But mystery meat in Vietnam, like sometimes this just shows up in the pho. And you go, what is this? And then you eat it and you're like, wait, it's actually divine. Not to mention this is probably French bread. So me personally, I think you go for meat unknown. Sausage roll versus cheeseburger. Wow. I'm going to have to go, I think I'm going to have to go with the sausage roll. There's no right answer. French hot dog versus hot dog. This one's really tough because they look about the same. If I'm being honest, I think this one looks a little better. 67? Holy cow. That was a tough one today, man. That was a fun scramble. Put the dog in the bun, bro. First bite, probably good as fuck. I think they underrate sausages in Scramandle, to be honest. Over, my personal bias, I'm just one guy. I feel like they heavily underrate sausage, especially like when the bun is too small for the sausage. They go, this is ridiculous. Nah, man. How do you eat it? You eat the overhang on one side, flip it 180, eat the overhang on the other side, and then eat the bun plus wiener that's left over. Your hands are an incredible piece of evolutionary technology. Some of the burgers are way too sloppy, man. Food guesser we did. Scramble we just did. That means we're on thrice now. (1955) Doris Hedberg and Maud Carlin of Sweden became the first woman to grace the cover of what magazine? Let's say, it sounds crazy. I have to believe that a woman was on the cover of Time magazine way before 1955. So what other famous magazines would you expect to see here? One for me, I don't know, man. Maybe Sports Illustrated? Is that... Meet me in outer space. You got to use context clues on that one, man. I'm so happy it wasn't Time magazine because it would have played into your fucked up narrative. We get there, man. What Chief Justice wrote the... Oh, fuck. Chief Justices from like 100 years ago. I think it's from 100 years ago. Brown versus Board of Education. No, that might be from the 60s now that I think about it. I don't know that much about American legal history. That might be civil rights. I was thinking it was like evolution, but I think it might be civil rights. If it's from the 60s, it could be Marshall. He headed the commission that investigated the JFK assassination. I had no idea, man. Roberts. His name anagrams, okay, to raw learner. Nah, I'm just not going to do that. Earl Warren. Okay. The Warren Commission. That makes sense. I'm just not going to. There's, with no possible clues around, I'm just putting nah on that one. June is America's national month for what deli meat? Salami. Pre-Hispanic Mexicans served mole with armadillo duck or what native bird? Oh, it must be turkey. That's why it's a weird choice. Turkey's a deli meat, I suppose. The Greek word for chalk gives us what alternate name for calcium sulfate dihydrate? Talcum? The namesake dunes at New Mexico's White Sands National Monument are made of what common building material? Limestone? Plaster of Paris is another name for what G stuff that truly has nothing at all to do. Oh, it's gypsum. Okay. I don't know that much about electric guitars. A descendant of Charlemagne is chosen to be the King of France in John Steinbeck's 1957 book, The Short Reign. There was a time, it's got to be Charles IV, right? Never mind. There was a time when I knew Charlemagne's descendants, but that's long gone. Charlemagne himself gets killed by the title character, who's also an apple variety, in what Stephen Schwartz musical? I'm going to guess it's probably not Macintosh. I guess it's a descendant of, it's not the direct kid. It could be like distant. So maybe it could be Macintosh, man. The Short Reign of Macintosh IV. Gala the Fourth, Cosmic Crisp the Fourth, Pink Lady the Fourth, Red Delicious the Fourth. Of the hobbits of the Fellowship of the Ring, which one is one letter removed from the Chicago Bulls' #2 all-time scoring leader? Pippin. That makes a lot. Yes, Pippin was one of Charlemagne's sons. Now we get it. In my head, I was like Samwise Hamji. I kept going like, I kept going. Is it like Sam? Am? I don't know who it is. We take these. Why Hamji? Because it's one letter off, man. This is a tough one today. It really wasn't Macintosh the Fourth, huh? Sort these books by their length. Interesting, man. I have to assume Moby Dick is pretty long. War and Peace is pretty long. Alice in Wonderland is very short, I think. Pretty short. I feel like the F-150 owner's manual is probably like 90 pages long. But nobody has ever read them, so like what do we know? I bet this is 600 pages. I'm going to try it like that, man. All right. Hot swap them. Oh, shit. King James Bible. All 3 books in the 50 Shades series. I was going by pages instead of words. I thought maybe this was one of those things where like maybe the Bible is a thick book, but it's actually not that long, because isn't it like there's a bunch of songs in it? 198,000 words. Holy shit, man. It's very long. I literally don't even know. Because the only time I've ever interfaced with the Bible is when they tell you to pick up the book in front of you and then go to like Psalm 13:41. And then they'll tell you some shit that's like, you know, you already knew. They tell you some shit that like you probably learned when you were like 5 about how like be nice to people. And you're like, yeah, I know. Can you just marry my 2 friends so we can go get dinner? Juxtastat. Higher percentage of workers in finance. See, this is interesting. I don't really know what they do in Des Moines, but maybe there's like the head of a like Wells Fargo or something there. All I assume is California. Victoria doesn't strike me as a particularly finance heavy city. They don't even really have like much of a downtown. I don't know if they got banking, but they're very like white collar. So I guess, okay, Des Moines, man. Fair enough. What's going on in Des Moines? They got insurance companies? Oh, is that where Travelers is based? I honestly thought it's possible in Des Moines that like 80% of the populace were farming, which is based, by the way. Higher percentage of low income after tax. I feel like it would be Oshawa. Wow, I'm getting my ass beat in my home country, man. Higher traffic fatalities per capita? What the fuck is this, man? What is this? Like, this is bad enough. But what is this? I don't know. I'm assuming there's some drunk driving going on here, but I'm going to assume it's Houston. Hearing disability, I'm just going to say the more rural area. Higher number of housing units per adult. I would assume Pittsburgh. All right, I mean, the first 2 were pretty tough. If you got 100 today, you're a different kind of beast. Let's put it that way. Look up high five in Houston. If I look this up and it's a picture of like a burger that looks fucked up, I'm going to crash out on you. Sorry, I forgot how to talk. I'm going to crash out. Too bad you will die. You ever see Mortal Kombat Annihilation? We're doing our gotcha dailies. No, we're not. I already have a job, kind of. I've seen that scene. That's a good one. 5 letters or fewer contains ER. Per. That's really tough. Got to be something. Oh, fewer would have been sick. That would have been meta. 5 letters or fewer contains A and O. Aorta is going to be way out here. Let's say omerta. That's a word! It's 6 letters long. How about topaz? It's a little bit rarer. Contains ES. Joe Pesci. Contains ES. The Sen. Hang on, I'm getting something here. Suez. Sumac. That doesn't have an E. Purse. Doesn't contain. It does contain ES. What it contains ES, bro. Purse. The E has to go first. Oh, it's not. There's no comma. I see what you're saying. Okay, that's fair. Pesky. Oh, I'm fucked. Starts with an M, contains ER. There's definitely like misappropriator. Maladroitler. Mini scular. Mid manager. We take those. It starts with M, contains A, comma, O. Modability. That's a word! Modality. Okay, fine. It starts with M, contains ES. Multiplexes. Then now we're talking. A 7-letter word with ER. Perfumer. That's 8 letters. That's 9 letters. That's 8 letters. Lickler. Slicker. Oh, I took a unicorn away from you. 7-letter word with A and O. Omitted. That doesn't have an A, bro. Omakase. Chat, can I get a verdict on this one? I feel like omakase is goated here. It has an A and an O. It's 7 letters. This should count. It's not the name of a dish. It's the name of a dining experience. It's not English. It is English. I use it now and then. I probably use it like 6 or 7 times a year. Not to brag. You're Canadian? Yeah? What's your point? Your chat. Know your place. It's not a common borrowed word? Maybe not in the Midwest. Out here on the West Coast, it's like, it's every day, bro, for some people. Shimone. They're not going to take Shimone either. It's in Merriam-Webster. Thank you. Apparently, it's in Merriam-Webster. Word grid. Can we combine whatever dictionary you're using with whatever dictionary the people use? The dictionary on record is Merriam-Webster, okay? Because it has my word in it. You did not sleep with Merriam-Webster in college. Me and Sloan Kettering were blazing it up all day. That's 8 letters. Chupas. Pompous. No A. Pompadour. It's like 10 letters. Aorta. Aortic. Sonars. Sonarish. Allowed. All right, whatever. 7-letter word with ES. Esplanade. Peskier. Take rarer than 20% of grids. This one tried to fuck me, man. We had so many words that would have gone crazy. Word grid, you're on notice, by the way. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Drop 2 letters and good luck to get a fish. Good Lou. Word paired with good luck to make a cocktail named after a natural phenomenon. Good luck blank, a line dance. Dropped piece of room, some fine protection wearing good luck charm. Sorry, where did I type this? I think I might have typed a C in the chat. I apologize. 8. Lucky charms. Charms. A line dance. Animal that enjoys laying in charms. 2 letters in charms. Nah. Piece of jewelry that might hold many charms. A bracelet. Next one is 2 letters, man. 2 letters? Word paired with bracelet. Transport seen on a bracelet poster. Round thing found twice on a bracelet. Beloved cinematic bracelet. Alien found at the end of a bracelet is E.T. Oh my god, bracelet has E.T. on the end. I get it now. Beloved cinematic E.T. Yeah. Yeah. Round thing found twice on a ET. Eyeball. Stimulating word to transport seen on an ET poster. Bicycle. 2 letters in bicycle to get a fish. Round thing found twice on a bicycle. Wheel. 2 letters in wheels to get a fish. Stimulating word to describe some wheels. Word paired with wheel. Wheel blank. A line dance. Animal that enjoys laying in wheel. Drop 2 letters in wheel to get a fish. Eel. Stimulating word for some eels. Electric. Electric slide is a line dance. Word paired with slide to make a cocktail. Mud. If you're a Dairy Queen. Animal that enjoys laying in mud. Pig. Beloved cinematic pig. Babe. Ready for the Olympiadal. We take those today. We don't always get perfect on those. We take those. James Cromwell, my goat, maybe. All right, this is what you're all here for. Huge. Oh! I would settle for it! Oh. Don't talk to me about that one. Okay. Insane shot. You got to admit that one was crazy. Almost as crazy as that one, which was the craziest shot I've ever made. Hold. Okay, one more stroke. We take those. That's fine. 2 more strokes. We take those. 3 more strokes. Okay, this one, that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have gone down like that. I'll go back to the checkpoint. Okay, that's going to be tricky. Never mind. It might be tricky for you. It's not tricky for a fella such as myself. He's actually kind of the GOAT today. Or maybe it's just easy. Nah, unlikely. Probably the GOAT. Oh! That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay. Tap me out a little bit. We hold on those. This is what it's all about, bro. Huge. Bridge the whole gap. Oh, okay. Less. Oh! That's no good. Take me back. How about like to the window, to the walls? Dampen it a little bit, man. You got to dampen it a little. Okay, float it on. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Better than 54%. We take those. Plus, I'm sure like the average person who plays this, you got to remember, they literally just play until they get frustrated once, and then they close the tab and go masturbate. So I think when you consider that, we're probably better than like at least 75%. You're crazy for this one. It's a little over 90, but not much. I'm going to start on a 98. I'm going to start on a 103. I'm going to go with 108. 118. Boiling. 116. Fuck! Should have gone up faster. All right, catfishing. National Heritage Sites of Rio de Janeiro, Olympic stadiums, venues of the 2007 Pan American Games, venues of the 2016 Summer Olympics. What is the Rio's? I was going to type radio station. The Rio Stada, the Macarena Stadium. I don't know that one. 1954 births, African American journalists. COINTELPRO targets. People convicted of murder by Pennsylvania. Writers from Philadelphia. American political writers. Members of the Black Panther Party. American Marxist journalists. I'm going to know this once I hear it. I can't remember his name. I've seen the movie, The Trial of the Chicago 7. I can't remember his name. This is not who I was thinking of, to be honest with you. Yeah, I was thinking of Fred Hampton. Mumia Abu Jamal. I don't know that one. 1938 nonfiction books by George Orwell. Homage to Catalonia. I was going to type down and out in Catalonia. Fuck. British overseas territories in South America. Island countries in South America. Temperate South America. I mean, I feel like I don't want to say the Falkland Islands, because wouldn't it also be like sites of wars between Britain and Argentina? I feel like it would have more... Well, it is the Falkland Islands. I thought it would have more tags, but we'll take those. 1932 American Irish children's songs about picnics. Sentient toys in fiction. Teddy Bear's Picnic. It is the Teddy Bear's Picnic, man. I know that one. America's Best Comic Characters. Fictional Indian people. Jules Verne characters. Captain Nemo. That's right. I was like Captain Barbosa, Captain Ahab. It's Captain Nemo. We take those. Herpes simplex virus associated diseases. Lip disorders. Viral diseases. Cutaneous conditions. Okay, it's cold sores. I was trying to think about, because I was just going to type herpes over and over, but it's cold sores. American poetry, Celtic festivals, literary festivals all over the world, Welsh American culture in Pennsylvania, poetry festivals in the United States. Completing the fifth. That's Eistedfod. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Food law, ritual slaughter. Is this halal? Electronic arts franchises, LGBTQ related video games. This is The Sims, man. 6 today, I can live with that. 6 still puts us in esteemed company, man. The average person on catfishing is still getting about 4. And there was like an anime question and a video game question. So I hold my head high on that one.